Hi there. Wanted to share something with you concerning God's will for each and every one of us. This isn't just God's will for me that I want to talk about. It's not just God's will for you. It's God's will for all of his children. Psalm 115, verses 13 through 15. Listen to it. He will bless those who fear the Lord, both small and great. May the Lord give you increase more and more, you and your children. May you be blessed by the Lord who made heaven and earth. God's will for his children is increase. He wants you to have the more and mores of life. He wants us to have more peace, more wisdom, more spiritual sensitivity and discernment, more strength, more influence, more joy, more faith, more favor, more love, more material resource so we can be a greater blessing to others. May the Lord increase you more and more. Now, if you're like me, there's not a single category I just mentioned that I could not use increase in. I want the more and the more of God. But it doesn't just fall on us like ripe fruit out of a tree. Have you noticed? There's some things that we must do to position ourselves, if you would, to experience the increase of God. And I just want to share one of them with you right now. It is generosity. Listen to these verses, Proverbs 11, verses 24 and 25. This is actually critical when it comes to positioning ourselves to receive the increase, the more and the more of God in every arena of life. It says, there is one who scatters, yet increases more. And there is one who withholds more than is right, but it leads to poverty. The generous soul will be made rich, and he who waters will also be watered himself. Friend, if you want your love to increase, give it away. The verse that we often quote from Luke chapter 6, verse 38, give and it shall be given. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over will men give into your bosom. If you read that in context, it certainly is applicable to material things, but the context is love and forgiveness. If you want more forgiveness, give it away. If you want love to come your way, give it away. And it will come to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. If you want to create a capacity for more knowledge, share the knowledge that you have. If you want encouragement, scatter some encouragement into the lives of others. And I bet you know someone right now, family, friend, or foe, that could use some encouragement. Why not go out of your way? Send them an encouraging text. Even better than that, write them a good old-fashioned letter and just speak some words of encouragement. It usually doesn't take a lot. But you know what? Mighty oak trees grow from a tiny acorn once it's sown into the soil. And once you begin to sow seeds of encouragement and love and knowledge, etc., it will come your way. If you want your material resources to increase, be generous. Be generous towards God's work. Help the poor, support kingdom, endeavors, and watch God bless you. Some time back, my wife and I were informed from a particular ministry that we support monthly and have for many, many years. They do, in particular, a great evangelistic work on the continent of Africa. And they've won millions of people to Christ. And we just love the ministry. And we were informed that some of their donors said for a particular portion of time that they would match dollar for dollar every gift that came in. Janet and I talked about it. We prayed about it. So we more than doubled our monthly gift. Now, the main reason, we do that and it ends up, doubling whatever we give to that ministry. That was our main motivation. But we also knew that there was a secondary benefit, that when we give, that God causes it to come back to us. The scripture says the one that sows sparingly will reap sparingly. The one that sows bountifully will reap bountifully. And that context, my friend, had to do with material resources. So I just want to encourage you today, whatever state you're in, whatever season of life you're in, if you want to experience increase in your life, begin to sow. Be a generous heart. Have an open hand, not a closed fist. Don't cling to things tightly, my friend. Be generous and give, and God will see to it that it comes back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. May you increase more and more.